jealousy, rage, and murder. Mary Ann was born 1837 at Woodside, the daughter of a lay preacher and his wife. For a while before her death, she had been dating 23-year-old Joseph Meadows, a metal worker from nearby. Meadows would often visit her at work at the Sailors' Return Tavern, Cromwell Street, Cates Hill. He would sit for hours at the bar, getting quietly infuriated as she chatted and flirted with the customers. Her employer, William Hunt, had realised that having Mary working at the alehouse had brought more male customers in to drink, increasing his profits substantially. With this in mind, he had forbidden Mary Ann to engage in any relationship while working for him. To this she agreed and accepted a small wage rise as an incentive. When Meadows visited her, she told anyone who cared to ask that he was her brother and refused to allow him to behave in any other capacity. This enraged him, and he became more jealous of the attention she gave to the customers at the public bar. When they had time alone, Mary Ann told him that she did not want to continue the relationship. She was bored with his jealous outbursts and the problems he was beginning to cause at the public house. Her employer had thought Meadows was out to cause trouble and insisted he should not return to the public house. Meadows became furious and began plotting his revenge on Mary Ann and spurning his attentions. On the morning of the 12th of May 1855, Mary Ann opened the doors to the public house promptly at 6 a.m. At around 6:15, Joseph Meadows entered the bar room and began drinking heavily. Mary Ann Hunt, Mary's employer, was still in bed, so Mary hoped that if she served Meadows with one or two drinks, he would leave before she got in trouble for allowing him into the bar. She chatted and flirted with two miners who had called in for a drink, and Meadows, filled with rage, could stand it no more when he saw Mary Ann sitting on the lap of a miner named Ingram while flirting with him. Meadows knew she was doing it to make him jealous, so he reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a loaded carbine pistol he'd stolen from his own employer. And reaching over, he shot Mary Ann directly to the left side of her face, bleeding heavily, with part of her left ear missing, her neck torn open, her face blown away by a lead shot of the pistol. She collapsed onto the floor. The doctor was sent for, but he could do little for her, and she died within a short time. Meadows had made no attempt to escape and remained calm after handing over his pistol to one of the miners. He carried on drinking his ale while awaiting arrest by the police. He declared that he was happy to have my revenge, which they tell me is sweet, and I am satisfied. I did what I came here to do, and I'm glad of it. If I cannot have her, no one shall. Mary Ann died from her injuries, and the inquest into her death resulted in a verdict of wilful murder by Joseph Meadows. After a short trial, Meadows was taken to Worcester Jail to await execution. On the morning of the 4th of August 1855, he was taken to the gallows and hanged in the front of a large crowd. He was buried within the prison grounds. Mary Ann's headstone was erected after a public subscription was raised by the town's residents, and it's believed to be the only one in the country that bears the names of both the victim and the murderer.